All right, Blaine, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, listen, we have been sitting here in case you are watching some of these latest videos and you notice that we're wearing the exact same clothes. You know, the fact is that we've been putting together a number of videos here in one session. So, honestly, we're not wearing the same clothes every day of the week. So, just thought I'd cover that briefly because this is about the eighth or ninth video we're putting together here today. I'm looking at my notes. We have got, a plan, a system that's called 90-Day Blogging Blueprint.
It's kind of a mouthful.
Okay, 90-Day Blogging Blueprint. So the reality is that, I was having a conversation with Blaine here the other day. Of course, I'm Troy Sinclair. This is Blaine Glenn. Our information is below the video. If you want to join the newsletter, if you want to get secret access to some of the videos we create that only go to our newsletter versus these ones that you see here up on YouTube. So go ahead and join, visit our websites. The fact of the matter is that I was talking to Blaine, and I said, Blaine, you have been in this internet marketing slash web design, web creation, website design, solo ad, newsletter world. You have been doing programming and all kinds of stuff for like 14 years now or so?
About 14 years.
About 14 years. So with that said, I came to Blaine the other day with a question. I said, Blaine, give me your honest feedback. Let me know where you're at on this. I said, if somebody takes 90 days and they dedicate themselves to doing their blog every single day, creating content, whether it be with typed words, whether it be with audio, whether it be with video, what is going to happen for that person? What's going to happen with their blog? What's going to happen with their business? I wanted his feedback, and quite frankly, I was actually amazed at the words that came out of Blaine's mouth because he absolutely did not hesitate when he said that is the formula to build any business on the internet. You can become an expert, build your business, and create massive lead flow in 90 days. And when he didn't hesitate, I immediately was like, why aren't more people doing this?
Right.
So Blaine, give me your feedback, man. Give me your feedback on if somebody were to take the next 90 days and start at the blog every single day, what's going to happen? And how does this work?
Let me address the biggest question first. Why aren't people doing it if it works all the time?
Yeah.
The biggest thing is people, they don't have a plan. They don't look every day and say, put it in their calendar and say, okay, today for an hour I'm going to write a blog post. Or maybe they'll do like we do and create, spend 2 or 3 hours and create a bunch of blog posts in a row. You got to have a plan, first off. That's most epically important. Need to have that done. If you don't, you can't make the 90-day thing work. So that's really important. And it could even be signing up for somebody's list who does a 90-day blogging challenge, and they'll send you an email every day saying, hey, write about this, write about this. That's another way that some people do it. But the thing is, people get so concerned with the technical aspects, with the SEO, the social marketing, this, that, and the other. How do I need to write my blog post about this or that? Really doesn't matter. You just throw those ideas away, get them out of your head, because you're just going to get overwhelmed, confused, and the world is already overwhelming. We don't need any more of it. Simply put, we talked about hosting, we talked about domain. Take a day, set it aside, get that done, right? Next thing is figure out your action plan, put something in your calendar every day, or if you want to do it once a week and create 7 content pieces, do that. But when you do this, you create a piece of content and publish it to your blog and to YouTube and to Facebook, and that's kind of part of the process. But simply put, you create one piece of content and just post it out on all these different sites. You do that every day for 90 days. And what will happen is, you may not have fully SEO'd posts. They may not be search engine optimized to the max. They may not target the exact audience you want to hit. They may not be perfect, and they probably won't be for the first few weeks, of course. But it's getting things out there. And sites like Google and sites like YouTube, which are the 2 of the biggest sites on the internet, and any of the other search engines, as soon as you start putting this stuff out there, you'll notice small trickles of traffic will start happening. And it actually does grow exponentially as you keep doing this. And if you can do it for 90 days, which is the biggest challenge for most people, is to actually commit to 90 days and just doing it no matter what. And we talked about the success formula. Go back and watch those videos if you haven't. Maybe get an idea of kind of the mindset and the ideas you need to have behind doing something every day for 90 days and having a why, having a good reason to do it. But what happens is you're posting this stuff out there, and Google, more and more, especially with the newest Penguin update, they don't care as much about SEO. What they care is that your content is being published on YouTube. Content's being published on Facebook or on Pinterest or any of these other social marketing sites, and people are going from those sites back to your blog. And the more you put stuff out there, you do it consistently, because consistency is the other thing. They want fresh content every day, or at least on a consistent, maybe every week if that's your plan. But I'm saying every day. If you can create that and provide that and show Google and show Yahoo and everybody else that you can do this, it's going to really grow your traffic, organic. I mean, this is free traffic. All it's taking is time. And then based on that, they have a way to capture these people who are visiting your site, offer them something cool, and you're building a lead list right on your personal blog, which in essence costs you, the $10 a month to host it.
Nice. So are you saying, and I just want to be really clear, because this is actually what I consider to be on the profound side. Okay, are you saying that if somebody's really willing to make the commitment to blog every day and post content every day to their blog site, are you saying that in 90 days or 120 days, are you saying somebody could build an entire business around this model?
Oh, totally. I have examples of this, and there's actually a guy I used to work with. He's in the marketing industry. I personally think the company he's with and the product, I don't think it would sell that good, just because of the type of product it is. But that's besides the point. We trained him on how to do blogging, basically. We said, do this for 90 days. He did it. His site is ugly as sin. I think it's hideous, and I think it's cluttered, and as a professional web developer, the guy gets massive amounts of traffic. He gets 30 plus leads a day. After 90 days, he was getting like 10 leads a day, and now it's got to be 2 years later now, maybe a year and a half. He gets 30 plus, maybe even upwards of 100 on certain days, leads a day to his website. And this is all, it's free. It's freaking ridiculous.
Wow.
And, he's not the only one. There's many people who are doing this exact same thing, but it takes the commitment.
Yeah. I think we did in that earlier segment, we talked about mindset. Yeah. And I think it comes back to mindset. I think sometimes, that people, for whatever reason, people got to find their reason why to be committed. Mm-hmm. It's like starting a workout program. It's like, I talk about workout programs because I've started I've got a strong commitment right now with a 90-day plan that I'm doing when it comes to getting in the best shape of my life right now. Right. And I know that there are some days that, it's like, oh man, I'm looking at the time, I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get my workout in here today. And I just know that at a certain time I got to end off, do my workout, and then whatever I do after that, I do after that. But it's a level of commitment, and wow, this is profound. I got to tell you, this is big stuff.
And along with that commitment, it's creating the habit. If we're habitual creatures in essence, and a habit takes basically 3 weeks, 21 days to really imprint in your neural network, right? So in all essence, you don't even have to look at it as a 90-day blogging blueprint. Look at it as a 21-day or a 30-day, 28-day maybe. Yeah. Because by that time, if you're doing it every day, your brain will tell you have to do this every day because it'll be part of your habit.
Yeah.
And you'll do it.
Yeah.
So, the long term, you do it in 90 days. If you're really getting it and making it work, you're doing it every day for the rest of, as long as you want your business to run. But the 21-day mark, the 28-day mark, that's really the key.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I would be willing to say I've done a lot of research. I know a lot of gurus talk about 21 days to build a habit. I know a lot of gurus say 28 days to build a habit. I've even heard some people push it 30, 35 days.
Yeah.
To build a habit. So yeah, I totally got what you're saying. Yeah, build a plan, do it every day. And even the process of taking it day by day, like saying, okay, I'm going to commit an hour a day to this or 30 minutes a day to this. At the beginning, you're going to have to get yourself prepared. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and along those lines, get yourself prepared. And if you're in a networking business with somebody else, of course you probably have a downline or a sideline or upline or somebody who you're in it with. You talk to them. Get on the phone with them, say, I'm going to do this challenge. I want you to do this with me. We're going to keep each other accountable every day. At the end of the day, we're going to send each other an email and say, this is my blog post. Come comment on it. I'll comment on yours. If we don't do our blog post for the day, we need to really kick each other in the ass and make sure we're doing it. I mean, that really helps a lot of people.
All right, buddy.
Accountability.
Well, hey, I think we might have went over our 10 minutes. So with that said, let's catch up on the next video.